Hello and welcome to our channel.
We are Fran and Rich, and 7 years ago we took a big step selling our house to buy a narrowboat for a simpler off-grid lifestyle.
Fast forward to today, we've switched boats and added Percy, our motorhome.
We've also found a space to grow our own produce, stepping closer to that self-sufficient dream.
So come along with us and our spaniel Archie as we share our journey. The inspector cometh.
It's been 4 years now since we've
years.
got Laura Maisie, and she is due her 4-year boat safety system certificate.
Basically, it's a 4-year check on the safety of the boat, so fingers crossed we should be all right. Laura Maisie's had a very early spring clean, because we normally do that in autumn. And
it feels lovely. How nice to have a
nice
clean
to
boat.
have a really spruce boat.
We should be fine, because the only thing that we've had done is the change of the batteries, which was done by somebody very experienced and well recommended. But regulations do change over time. So we've done what we can. I've checked all the dates on the fire extinguishers, and we've tried to make access clear for anything that he wants to see. But I don't know what nooks and crannies he's going to go in.
No. Who knows?
And just he better not go in the third drawer down in the kitchen, because that's a disaster area.
I think, is having a tidy boat a prerequisite of a good safety certificate result?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. But, you just feel that you've got to, don't you?
Yeah, so. I do. So anyway, fingers crossed, and we'll let you know when he's come and gone.
Yes.
Well, that came as a bit of a shock. We failed.
We failed on 2 accounts, neither of which are very serious, but it could end up being quite expensive, couldn't it?
It has started to be quite expensive already. But anyway, we failed on one account that the gas bottles in the locker at the front weren't secured down. They're not strapped in. They're just standing loose. It's not normally an issue, is it? Because that locker's so crammed full of stuff. They've got no way of falling over, have they?
When you think that we've been across the Mersey and we've rocked the boat up and down, we've crashed and banged into a few locks and moorings. But obviously, that is the regulations, and I can understand that. So that's fine. That's something you can fix.
Yeah, I can fix that. Put a couple of brackets on with straps attached to it, and that'll fix that.
The other one's a little bit more complicated. Because we haven't got a bubble tester on top of our gas bottles, which shows you if you've got any leaks in the system. Once you've switched everything off, you can see if there's gas going through. We don't have one. If we'd had one, the inspector could have seen that there was no leaks and passed us, hopefully. But because we haven't got one, the system has to be pressurised and, I don't know, tested
for leaks,
which means breaking the system, and this inspector is not gas registered, so he can't break the system.
So he's had to make a phone call to somebody he knows who is gas registered, who can come and test the system for leaks, and then can fit a bubble tester for us, so in the future we can just look at this bubble tester and see if there are any leaks. I think that's the crux of the matter, isn't it?
We're not quite sure of all the rules and regulations. So it makes sense to have a bubble tester, because we can just then see if we've ever got any worries about a gas leak. We can see.
Yeah.
But we just assumed that the BSS inspector could inspect the boat.
Yeah.
And looking into it now, I realise that some advertise that they are gas qualified, but most, it would appear, aren't. So this is going to cost us a whole lot more money, because we've got to pay for a revisit. We've got to pay for the gas man to come, when we probably haven't got a problem. And if we'd known that, we could probably have got a gas bubble tester fitted. And we think these regulations have come in since the boat was built.
Yeah, hopefully they have. But it's just our luck, isn't it? So we've paid £285 for the inspection. Everything else was perfect. Everything else was fine. In fact,
he was really impressed
with the quality of the build and the electrics, etc., and the way it's all been fitted and the fire's been fitted. So, from that point of view, everything's fine. It's just these 2 small things with the gas. So it did come as a surprise to us, didn't it? We weren't expecting to fail, but hey.
I don't expect for 1 minute there's going to be a leak in the system, but obviously it has to be checked. And other anomaly is that it would appear, and we've got to check with him when he comes back to do the inspection, we're going to get our details right, because we were a little bit nonplussed at the time and didn't ask the questions. But it would appear that there are different regulations if you live aboard as to if you're a leisure boater that has a boat moored somewhere and you just take it out from time to time. Well, I don't get that, because surely if your boat is safe, it's safe.
Yeah, but your boat can only blow up if you live on board. You know that, don't you?
I know. So anyway, we're going to ask some more questions when they come back, but obviously this work all has to be done. So we just hope that the next visit isn't
well, I just hope the inspector
expensive.
doesn't charge us for another visit,
Yeah.
because we're already having to pay the guy who's going to fit the gas bubble tester. They've got to pay his time, and also for the bubble tester itself, which I don't think is that expensive. I think the bubble tester's about 70 quid.
Yeah.
But it's all mounting up when we don't need it to, so ho-hum. Anyway, watch this space. We'll let you know when he's arrived and been and gone, and
fingers crossed
fingers
there's
crossed
no
we've
leaks.
got the certificate in our hand.
Yes, rather than a failed notice, which is
Yeah.
what we've got at the moment.
Well, we've been up to Quedgeley and turned around, filled up with water, spent the night there, a couple of nights there, and we're now heading back to Saul Junction, because we've got to meet up again with the boat surveyor and his comrade to fix the bubble testing equipment on the gas bottles. So we've got to be down there so they can come and do that, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, Freethorn Bridge at Frampton has been closed for 3 weeks, and rumour has it on Facebook that the bridge is now open. But I haven't had a notification from Canal River Trust yet, so I'm not holding my breath. Anyway, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It's March the 18th or something like that. Is it, Fran? Is it
18,
number 18 yet?
Who knows?
Something like that. And there's no wind, and the sun's out, and it's really mild, and the chiff-chaffs have arrived.
And the water's
There's one.
really green for some reason.
Is it?
Yeah.
Apparently the water's really green. Hadn't noticed myself.
And this morning I've done a lovely walk, which was about a 3-mile round trip to get eggs and vegetables from the little stall that we found in a village before Christmas. And it was worth it because, you know, the eggs are fresh and the vegetables not wrapped in plastic or anything, and it's really cheap. But I did that before breakfast, didn't I?
No, unbelievable.
Because we fancied eggs and we didn't have any. So me and Archie did a dawn walk to go and get
Dawn?
breakfast.
Dawn?
It's dawn for me.
About 7:45, folks.
And anyway, I found a flower on the walk called cuckoo flower. And it's quite early for it. It is known to be flowering in March, south of England, but this is quite early. And over the years, the cuckoo flower appears just a few days before the cuckoo. I can't believe that's going to happen. Can
No,
you?
it's too early.
But it's a beautiful
middle of
flower
March.
and real spring, one of those markers that mark that spring is on its way. But,
So yeah, we're just going to enjoy this little cruise. Have you made the coffee?
I've made the coffee and I've got donuts, but they're
where's
down
the
in reach
donuts?
of the dogs. Oh no, they're not. Here we go.
Dogs, plural.
Because I also had to go to the supermarket, which means you have to have some cake.
Oh no. No one's quite sure apparently why these houses dotted along this canal are so ornate with their Doric columns. But at each of the bridges there's usually one, isn't there?
They were bridge keepers' cottages.
There's no bridge here.
There was,
Oh, was
because
there?
it's there, look.
Oh blimey, yeah, look, see there was a bridge.
Who knew?
Well, I don't know about a mug of coffee, but weather like this calls for a gin and tonic, I think.
You'll be lucky. We haven't got any tonic.
And the closest we got to gin and tonic is tap water. Anyway,
Tap
cheers.
water and lime cordial. Cheers.
there appears to be a fishing thing going on, Fran.
I know. And some boaters in the past have had dodgy experiences with fishermen along this stretch of canal, but actually these have all been
Very polite
very
and
polite.
friendly.
We're going, I don't know, number 9, whatever that means. We're going slower than usual, just
Wait
to
till
be
we
respectful.
turn it up to number 11.
You've been watching too many films. It's respect, isn't it? We are going slower and steady, being respectful to them, and you know, it's everybody's canal at the end of the day, isn't it?
So what about this weather then? One of them has got his shirt off.
I know, and he shouldn't have done, really.
He's not got the physique, has he, for having his shirt off?
It is ridiculous. 2 days ago we were frozen, weren't we?
We were.
And this morning we lit the fire.
Oh,
But only put about 3 logs on, didn't we?
Just
and
cook the
then
beans.
just
But,
to warm us up.
What's the temperature now? It's got to be 15, 14?
I think it's more like
13
18, I reckon.
No, it's not that yet,
Well,
is
that
it?
man's got no shirt on even.
Yeah, but he's roughy toughy.
It's lovely anyway.
It is lovely.
And it's spring equinox today. So we've got more light than dark for 6 whole months now. And it feels good. The daylight is so important when you're on the boat. I think much more important than you're in a house with endless power. It's just make and break, really, and loving it.
So what's today bringing? We're cruising a couple of miles or so. We moored up last night because we found a nice little spot in the country, didn't we?
Absolutely. We'd cruised past this stretch many times, up and down. It's a long, straight stretch, and we've never stopped. And apart from a little bit of buzz from the motorway in the distance, it was just a lovely, lovely spot. We'll definitely be coming back here again.
So we got this bridge here, which is
Park End.
End Bridge, and another couple, and hopefully Freedon Bridge is open. Fingers crossed we can get through that and sit in the sticks on the other side of that for a while. But it is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. And it's, what's the time? About 10:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Kicked off early today, haven't we?
Yeah. Early.
Nice. Well, this mud patch behind this fence will be like quicksand. Do you remember quicksand from the films in the 50s? Tarzan and the like. Bring back quicksand, that's what I say. So anyway, that mud over there is the dredged mud from Gloucester Docks. They brought it all the way down here, which must be what, 7 miles, 6 or 7 miles,
Yeah.
and dumped it there. So no doubt it will just naturalise eventually and won't
Rewild.
notice it. Yeah, rewild. Anyway, bridge coming up. Red light. He hasn't seen us. Or he might have seen us, but it's a bit early to start flashing, if you know what I mean. Well, we're still flashing red. Gate is open, or the bridge is open. But there's another boat coming the other way, so Fran's having to hang on steady. And the light's still flashing red. And there's another boat coming. This is unprecedented.
Never known this, have we?
So Fran's now having to reverse because she can't see the light flashing. She's gone too far forward.
I can see it now.
Cool. Do not proceed until you see green.
The thing is, you see a boat come through and then you think it's going to be all clear, and it's so tempting just to go, but you must never ignore the lights.
No.
We have been told in the past, haven't
Yes,
we?
we have had the pointed finger of wrath from one of the bridge keepers before,
very
haven't we?
early days when we thought, oh, this is all clear, we can go. We got told off, and now we know why.
Good to go.
Is Freedom Bridge open? Is Freedom Bridge open? Oh, it's in there, sorry.
So who were you asking, Fran, if Freedom Bridge was open?
Just a man in high vis.
Passerby.
Random man in high vis.
Well, he's official in something because he's got high vis on, so.
Anyway, the bridge keeper did come out, and yes, we have freedom again.
Freedom Bridge is open. Yay!
So we can go right to the end when we want to now, and it's lovely, yeah.
Sweet.
And I think we've got another month of restrictions where the bridges are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then come the summer they're open all day, every day, so it's going to make it even better.
When do they end the restriction then?
I thought you said end of April.
No, I thought it was April the 1st. I don't know, I'm just guessing.
We haven't got a clue basically, have we?
We don't know, do we?
We will find out. There's two really good Facebook groups for this canal, boaters groups, and you normally find out what's happening there before you find out from Canal and River Trust.
So there is a perfect example of another one of those bridge keepers' houses. Anybody knows why they are so ornate in the Greek stroke Roman style, please let us know. Oh, this one's coming in thick and fast. Look at the speed this dude's doing. Coming through the bridge.
Well, I'm still going slow because we're passing boats, and this canal, although wide, you still rock around, don't you?
Nobody seems to worry about the 4 mile an hour speed limit, do they, on this canal? Well, in fact, it's 6 miles an hour, isn't it, on this canal?
No, I think it's still 4.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just going at this speed because it's lovely. Whatever this is, I'm now on number 10.
Well, the boaters behind us have had to slow down.
Well, they can go past us, can't they?
Yeah.
It's wide enough.
We've got quite the greenhouse growing in here now. We need to move all this down to the allotment now, I think. More about that later, but we're giving them all a bit of a watering and some light and air, and they're coming on really nice. So Fran's indicated that they may as well pass because she ain't going any faster. We're in a slow mode today, aren't you, Francis?
Chill out mood, yes, today.
And why not? This weather is just unbeatable. Very apt. What's it like being chased by men, Fran?
I'm used to it now.
That's a lovely sound, isn't it, Francis?
It is.
So the guy who's just passed us in front has slowed down a bit to let him past.
We've got ourselves a convoy.
Yeah. There you are, showing your age.
Convoy. That's the only words I know.
Well, there's more traffic on the move than we've ever seen in the 6 months that we've been here on this canal. I guess everybody's just fed up of hanging around waiting for Freedom Bridge to open. Just check that sky out. I don't know what it is about this boat may contain nuts, but I absolutely love it. It just looks such a lovely boat to be on.
You like that one, yeah?
I love it, yeah. We've got ourselves a boat festival, I think. There's so many on the move. Poor old bridge keepers have got their work cut out today, especially those that have to open bridges manually and not at the push of a button. This is Seoul Junction now. And that's the rowing boat club. This is the trip boat of the Cotswold Canals Trust, and if you'd like to know more about their wonderful work, watch this video. Well, here we are heading towards Freedon Bridge. It's fully automated, this bridge. This is the bridge that has been out of action for the last 3 weeks, and it's quite a busy road, but it must make Canal and River Trust hearts sink when something like as important as this bridge goes wrong, because it must cost a fortune to put right. But anyway, 3 weeks was worth the wait, because we can get the other side and get to the end of the canal, which is where we want to be, and do some new filming from down there. So we've just pulled in here for a few minutes just to top up with water. We topped up with water yesterday, but the washing machine's been on twice and we both had showers, as you do. So prudent to top up before we sit in the middle of nowhere for a few days. We are conforming.
I don't know about that, but we're safe.
We've got a certificate, so we've passed.
Yeah.
They came and fitted the bubble tester today, and it's all good.
It's a big relief, isn't it, really, that it's all done. We haven't got the final bill yet, but...
No, it's going to be north of 400 quid, but what price safety, hey?
And not only that, the lovely, lovely gas man was testing the gas flow through to the oven and realised that the spark doesn't work. Well, the spark hasn't worked for 4 years. And every time I light the oven, I have to get down on creaky knees and light it with a lighter. And he's twiddled all the connections down there and fixed my cooker, so no more bending down on the floor to light the oven.
That means more cake.
His cake just come out of the oven. As soon as he'd fixed it, I got a cake in the oven. So
that's
yeah.
that. All good.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, and a big thank you to all our supporters on Patreon, YouTube members and Buy Me a Coffee. Also, big thanks to everyone who's bought our products through our website floatingourboat.com. See you next time, and please like and subscribe.